Hello, it's me James and welcome back to another episode of Simply Survival. This is the series where I like to show you tips, tricks and tutorials, and of course I like to do this in complete survival. In today's video I'm going to be showing you how to make the super OP villager trading station. Now very quickly before we actually get onto the tutorial, I want to show you what this thing can produce. I've placed down a chest with all of the possible items you can set this thing up to get. Everything in this chest is 1 emerald trade. Apart from this, for some reason this was 10 emeralds, which is actually quite trash for 10 emeralds. Everything else is literally 1 emerald trade. Not only that, I've got this farm set up with every maxed out enchantment, so I can get books like Efficiency 5 for 1 emerald trade, Mending for 1 emerald trade, and Unbreaking for 1 emerald trade. Every single book on this station is 1 emerald trade. The heart of this villager trading station is a zombie spawner. This is a vital part to this farm because it allows me to literally not cure any zombie villagers and still get reduced rates. That is why, and that is what makes this farm so OP. The only 2 zombie villagers I've ever cured on this farm were the first 2 to actually start up my breeder to bring the villagers in. That is it. And as I said, I can get every single book for 1 emerald trade. So now you know exactly what you're gonna build. Let's build it. The first step, obviously, is to find yourself a zombie spawner. Using our spawner as a guide, we're gonna need to dig out a pretty big area. I should also mention at this point, this farm is fully expandable, so you can add areas to this over time. As I was saying, let's use the spawner to show you the exact area you need to dig out. So underneath the spawner, you're gonna wanna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. From this center block, you are going to want to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 blocks in each direction. Now, above the spawner, you're going to want to go 1, 2 blocks and then do another 12 blocks in each direction. This will give you your kind of height of your room, and it will look a little bit like this. Now, this will fit in all of our villagers and our zombie system in the middle as well. First of all, let's focus on the zombie spawner in the center. You're going to want to stand directly underneath it and then go 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Place a block and do that in each direction. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And of course, we're going to do that in every direction. Now, what we can do is link these up just like so. Once you've done that, you want to go to each center and just destroy that block and then place a block on the outskirts like that, and it should look a little bit like this. At this point, we're going to go to these blocks just here, and we're going to go 1, so the first one's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9, and then we're going to do that to all 4 of these blocks like this. Now we want to basically link this point and this point together, so we're going to go like this all the way to the top. And then, of course, I would go here, removing the bottom block. Same again here, removing the bottom block. Same again here, remove that bottom block. And finally, link it up, and then do that to all 4 sides. And the end product should look a little bit like this. Remember, you don't actually have to do this out of cobblestone. You could do it out of tinted glass like I have on Simply Survival. Underneath the spawner, right in the center, place yourself a piece of magma. Now, you can actually make this as big as you want. You could like go like this and add some more. Now, the reason I'm using magma is because this will not give off treasured loot, meaning I don't have to sort everything out. You could easily add yourself a sorting system or something like that, so this way you just get rotten flesh. Very quickly come underneath the magma just to set up a little collection system. Remember, you can make this as big as you want. What I'm going to do is just place a hopper going into a chest with a rail on top and a hopper minecart, and then all we need to do is destroy that rail, but I might actually find it hard to do that. Let me just get rid of that, and now that should work and collect all of our items. Once you've sorted out a little killing and collection system, you're free to add your water. Go ahead and add one in each section like this, and then of course 1 bucket of water in each corner like this, and then everything should meet nicely in the middle. So now our spawner system is complete. We are actually free to start the villager booth. What I would do to make sure this thing is fully protected is go ahead and pick yourself a half slab. I personally like the smooth stone half slabs. What you're going to want to do from each point of the spawner is go 1, 2, 3, and 4, and do that in each direction. So that's of course 1, 2, 3, and 4. I can't do it on that one. I can like link it to there. And of course the final one, 1, 2, 3, and 4. And what I'm going to do is link all of those up just like that, and then of course fill it in, and it will end up looking like this. At this point you want to pick a solid block of choice. I'm going to go with the white concrete, and then I'm going to go ahead and put a solid block all the way around the half slabs like this. Now in each corner you can just go straight up a couple times like so. So that'll just be 3 blocks. And then on the back, so leaving one, so miss this one, and then on the back of that, we're going to want to put a solid block with another row of solid blocks on top. And of course, we're going to want to do that all the way around. Finally, with our solid blocks, what we can do is add another one to each corner, like this. And then link those up. Now, so we can get the most amount of villagers, we're going to use trapdoors. What I'm going to do is crouch place and bring a line of trapdoors all the way down here. Making sure that they're all facing the right way like that. And then I'm just going to open them all like this. And this will create our little villager booths. Of course, you are going to want to do that to all 4 sides. Now all the trapdoors are in, we are pretty much ready to start bringing our villagers. What I would actually do first is make some kind of entrance and exit so you can actually access your farm. I'm just going to use this as a little entrance. On the opposite side of your entrance, you're going to want to go around here, place another couple half slabs like that, and then place a bed. You're also going to want to add a sign. This is for visitors and of course yourself, so you don't forget, do not sleep. This is going to be for every single villager that will ever be added to this farm. If you sleep in this bed, bad stuff will happen and your villagers will delink, making this a real pain. So do not sleep in this bed, whatever you do. Now, behind the bed, you're going to want to knock out a block, which means we're going to lose a villager booth just here. However, this is going to be a real necessity for this build. We're going to want to go 100 blocks in that direction. So from one in front of the trapdoors just here, we're going to want to go 100 blocks all the way to 57, or which is just here, as you can see, or 58, should I say, 57. And basically what this will be is a little room where we will breed villagers and bring them to the farm. You can use any villager breeder you want. I'm going to put the one that I use in the description below. Honestly, the one that I use is so simple, and that's exactly why I use it. This thing is going to be semi-permanent, so it's going to be there for quite some time because you are going to be bringing quite a significant amount of villagers to your trading station. Now, how are we going to bring them? With some track, of course. So I'm just going to go all the way down this line with some tracks. And once my tracks are placed down, I'm quite literally never going to remove them until the villager trading station is finished. So now you have the basis to the OP villager trading station. We have, of course, the spawner in the center. We have the villager booths. Of course, you might want to put a ceiling on this thing. But once you've got a ceiling on this thing, you can obviously copy this layer onto here. And then one above and, of course, one below. In Simply Survival, you can see that the bottom floor of mine is actually slightly different to the one that I just showed you. This one is actually slightly bigger. And the reason of that is because I've got a skeleton spawner attached to this as well. Now let me just go upstairs so I can show you kind of the same one as I've just showed you how to build, like this. We've got all of our booths. Mine's just got a little bit of more decoration. I still got to finish this bit of the roof. At this point for me, I think I'm ready to start bringing some villagers. Now, I'm going to say this now so nobody starts rushing to bring the villagers in and then just finding out they don't go down to 1 emerald trade. If the item you want to buy is above 40 emeralds, it will not drop down to 1 emerald trade. It needs to be 40 or below for you to actually get the 1 emerald trade, or it will be pointless. This system will not work. Now that you know that information, got your spawner ready in the middle, you've got your villager booths ready, you are actually ready to bring some villagers. You need to pick what villagers you want to pick, as I showed at the start of the video. For my bottom layer, I have got every single book apart from the 2 new curses. I've also got every single bit of diamond enchanted tools and armor for 1 emerald trades. Now these were a little bit tricky to get, so if you're looking for these exact trades, I would advise using a pack where you can see the trades before you actually purchase the items. You can find that pack over on the Jam Fam Discord server. So of course, depending on what villagers you want will depend on what job blocks you need. For me, this time, I'm going to bring a load more clerks because I actually want more access to redstone and, of course, XP. So, I've got a box full of blaze rods and cobblestone to make myself some brewing stands. So, I've got 42 brewing stands. That should be enough for now. I've also got some tracks and some minecarts to help me move my villagers. And as seen before, I've got to travel 100 blocks this way to get to my villager breeder. And here we are. Oh god, I have no idea what's happening. Hello, this is my villager breeder. As you can see, it's a very, very simple design. The reason we have to have our villager breeder this far away from our trading station, we do not want any of the trading villagers attaching to the breeding beds. That would be a catastrophe. Damn, there's so much going on here right now. Right, I'm going to push this villager down to my trading station area, and we're going to get him linked up. You could, in fact, do this with multiple villagers if you really, really wanted to. I'm just going to do it with 1 this time. You should notice, once he gets to this area, he should start linking to that bed, which is obviously down there. We're going to push him just there like so. We're going to remove the track in front of him, and then we're going to place down the half slab with his job block in front. Eventually, he should connect. If he doesn't, just place down another couple, like, brewing stands or whatever, and then just make sure to remove them, being super, super careful. Now, because this guy is a clerk, the brewing stand isn't actually a full block, so we do actually need to grab ourselves some more trapdoors just to make this super safe. I would actually put trapdoors on top of each job block anyway, just so you can kind of close the villages in like that. And finally, to properly close them in, you're going to want to remove the rail and, of course, remove the minecart. You can collect them and then start to bring your next villager. So, here's villager number 2, and this is the final one that I'm going to show you. I'm going to remove the track, place down a half slab. Let's get rid of this slime. That is very, very annoying. Place down the brewing stand. Now, if he doesn't connect to the brewing stand straight away, let's just place down another couple brewing stands. Hopefully he will start to connect. And there we go. I think he's connected to this one. So we'll just remove these 2 right now. Remove this track. Replace it with a half slab. Trapdoor on top. Close him in. Remove the track. And of course, remove the minecart. You want to rinse and repeat this process until you have a number of different villagers in your trading station. What I've done is I've added a few more clerks, and I've also turned on my zombie spawner. Hi, Void Boy. Basically, I wanted to show you guys that the zombie spawner will take immediate effect. You can see that I'm already starting to get some rates dropped here. This is also the pack that I was talking about. These trades are currently locked, but I can actually see them because I've got the pack on. This is going to help you out with certain trades like the diamond armor and stuff like that. Remember, you can find this pack over on the Discord. This one here sells me glowstone for 2, and the one next to it literally sells me glowstone for 1 emerald. That's pretty good, right? Remember, you can grab that pack in the Jam Fam Discord server. I think I've pretty much covered everything that you'll need to know to make this farm. I hope this helps you out in your worlds. I will catch you on the next one.